Hello and welcome to Girlstreamers. This is episode 28 of Girlstreamers. Girlstreamers is a podcast bringing you the Girlstreamers that you know and love. Girlstreamers is a community that supports and promotes girls that stream. We are a bi-weekly podcast and we will be introducing you to some amazing girl gamers and allow you, the viewer, to get to know some of your favorite streamers. My name is Nymphadora, and I will be your host during this interview. And today we will be interviewing Miss Lilithsomething. If there is time at the end, we will take questions from the audience. This is a live podcast, but we will also be available for download on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and YouTube. What's up, Lilith? How you doing, girl?
Hello, hello, hello.
How's your week been?
Good. we'll say good. Let's go with that.
No falling in pools and bruising your ass.
I'm gonna leave that to you.
Yeah.
Not to me. I don't have a pool.
I do not have a pool either, but celebrating my cousin's new pool the right way. Let me just go bruise myself up. It wouldn't be
Go
me.
big or go home.
Right? Go big or go home.
That's awesome.
Oh my god. Yeah, it hurts. Oh my god. I'm gonna probably have to go take some leave in a minute.
So comfy.
Yeah, it's so weird. I'm sitting like at a weird angle right now. Like I have a pillow under my chair, on my chair, and I'm like leaning a little to the right so that I'm not putting too much pressure because it's like halfway up my lower back. Like it's it's a pretty big area.
That's terrible.
And I'm a big girl, so. But it'll be good. It's all good. It'll be alright. It'll be alright.
It'll heal eventually.
It will.
Your heart won't, but the body will.
So, anyway, we are here to interview you and not talk about my bruised butt.
Ya booty.
How did you come up with your screen name?
So that's a Borderlands reference. I think.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
It's all stated from Borderlands because Lilith is smoking hot.
She's my favorite.
I know, me too,
Totally.
right? So all of my characters, whenever you have to name a character, I was always just starting them off Lilith so-and-so, Lilith Battle, Lilith Blast, Lilith whatever. So I was just like, well, how do I can't just be Lilith, so I just made it Lilithsomething.
Oh, I love it. That's so clever. I just started playing. It's funny that that's Borderlands because I just started playing Borderlands 2 for the first time.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good. I really
know.
like sirens, so I went with the siren in
Maya.
Yeah, Maya. I went with
great.
Maya. I love her. I'm like when I figured out what her ability does, I'm like, holy shit, that's awesome.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, funny that your name's from Borderlands because we literally just did the Lilith one yesterday.
Woo.
We went and find the fire hawk or whatever.
Oh yeah,
and she has like the hot red hair with the man. I was like, when she does like the thing to come in, I was like, oh, that's really cool. What is this? And then she like lands. I'm like, oh my god, it's Lilith.
Yeah, it's good. It's real good.
Yeah, Borderlands 2 is really good so far. I love it.
Just don't play the pre-sequel. Save yourself the pain and
I
agony.
heard that from so many people.
My heart, it's so sad. It's so sad how terrible it is.
It was given to me, so I'll play
Oh,
it just
you
to
have
see.
to then.
But yeah, no, the person who gave it to me said you may not want to play the pre-sequel because he gave me like a bundle.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's like, here's a Borderlands bundle. Go play. You may not want to play the pre-sequel though. I was like,
Side note.
okay.
Small print.
So where do you hail from?
I'm in Michigan.
Oh.
You say, oh, are you close?
No, I've got a friend who, one of my close friends is, she's from Minnesota, so that kind of.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I said, oh, because you have that accent. And I'm like, okay, all right, cool. No, I'm in Atlanta. I'm not even nowhere near you. Um, uh,
Like
cool. What part
11
of
hours.
Michigan? Yeah.
I'm near Flint, so
Oh, okay.
I'm outside of the Flint area.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. I don't think I really know. I don't think I know anybody from Michigan, actually.
You do now.
And now that I think about it, I sound really stupid because Minnesota is nowhere near Michigan. Now that I think about it.
People bunch it all together as Midwest, so you're fine.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Totally fine.
Because I'm like, I'm now picturing a map of the U.S. I'm like, wow, I'm stupid. It's not close. Okay. See. All right. Yeah.
Winning.
Right. Yeah. Winning. I like that. So what is the first game that you ever played that got you into the gaming world?
Well, the first thing that gets you into the gaming world, I don't know, it'd probably be my first MMO was the big thing that got me into the world of other people who played video games. But my first system that I didn't have to share with my siblings was my very own PlayStation 1. And my game was Tom and Jerry.
What? There was a Tom and Jerry game?
Dude, it was so good. It was so terrible. Don't listen to me.
That's awesome.
And I would sit there for hours. Like the whole point of the game was to just not get caught. And you could like pick up umbrellas and you could like throw fish bowls and stuff. It was so bad. But it was really good. And I didn't have to share it with my siblings because we would literally fight each other to the death. Like it was real life gauntlet in our living room almost every day.
You know, that's funny that you say that because that makes me think of a conversation I had with my parents this weekend because my parents' anniversary was Friday. So we took them out to dinner and they don't quite understand the Twitch streaming thing. So I was kind of explaining to them about the affiliate and stuff and how, you know, it's like it's kind of growing and getting bigger and super cool and my dad's like, I just don't understand the whole watching someone play a game. I'd rather do it. And I was like, well, you know how Joseph, my brother's name is Joseph. It's like, you know how Joseph and I had to share a console. So you learn to, so we grew up watching our siblings.
Each other. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're drawn to that. So it's our generation and below where you grow up watching each other play. So it's natural that something like Twitch would come about. And he's like, and that like, it like clicked explaining it to them that way. Because I've been streaming for a year, and they've been, like, judging me for a year now because they just don't understand. But I was able to explain it to them. So it's funny that you say that. Because a lot of people are like, yeah, I used to play with my siblings. And I'm like, man, it's amazing how many Twitch streamers have siblings.
Yeah.
And that's why they got into gaming and streaming. So that's funny. That's so funny. But, yeah, how many siblings do you have?
I'm one of 4, so I'm the baby.
Ooh.
And we're all like a year apart.
Wow.
So I'm 26. My brother is 27. My other brother is 28. And my sister just turned 30.
Wow.
So we're all like right there, all next to each other.
I'm the oldest, and my brother is 6 years younger than me. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's just the two of us. So, yeah. I couldn't imagine having more than one sibling, though. Like,
we all went to a school that had like 300 kids in the whole school. So it's a very small, like, community. So there's like, we kind of all had the same friends, but we kind of all hated each other at the same time. So it was interesting.
So then, what got you into streaming? And how long have you been streaming?
what brought me into Twitch initially was like before I would buy a game, I would watch someone to see if whether or not I wanted to drop the money to play the game myself. But then it was like a year ago, well, almost a year ago, I was like, okay, well, I want to get back into video game playing again. And I was like, well, I don't really have any friends real life that were gamers.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of frustrating because I'm like, I want to share this with people. I want to share this with people. So I was like, I'll just start streaming and I'll just share it with people on the internet, I guess.
Nice.
Just go for it.
Because you grew up playing a video game with people, with 3 other people.
Ugh.
It's kind of ingrained in you. That
Yeah.
face. That was a 1,000-yard face right there. It's like, oh, God. Now I'm flashbacks, man. How long have you been streaming then?
I started in November.
Oh, okay. Wow. So
Yeah.
you're still a noob.
I got the baby channel.
Nice. What's the most embarrassing thing to happen to you on stream so far?
Well, probably the last time Twitch saw my ex-husband is probably that was really, really embarrassing. But like funny embarrassing. Oh, see, now you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Oh, you poor thing. I remember that.
That was so embarrassing, like so bad. And it was live.
Oh God, I remember that.
Yeah. But
Oh
like
my
a
God,
funny
yes.
embarrassing. I don't know. Every stream is kind of embarrassing, so it's kind of hard to pick just the one portion.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Crazy shit happens in all my streams. I mean,
Yep.
Have you taken shots and vomited on camera yet?
No, that's when I just step away from the computer and just don't ever come back without turning it off.
Nice.
It's so bad. It's so bad. That's why I don't drink anymore, because I can't. Like, it's bad.
I have decided after my last drinking stream that I'm never going to drink on camera again.
There you go. That girl.
Because I did 7 shots in about 45 minutes worth of time.
Oh, get wrecked. Get wrecked, nerds.
I did not vomit. I'm proud of myself. I did not
Kudos.
vomit. But shit started breaking, and it was at the point where my husband comes in from sleeping and is like, okay, baby, it's time to turn it off. And he just shuts it all down.
Oh,
And I'm just like,
good hubby.
as he's helping me, I'm like, thank you, I love you, you're so great. Because I'm one of those drunks.
I'm melting.
You're so great, I love you.
Aw. Good man. He's a good man.
Yeah, he is. I got lucky, I will admit.
Good.
So, and I met him in a video game.
You did. You
I
did.
did.
World of Warcraft. I
Yes,
saw.
ma'am.
What was that? Who were you interviewing? And you were talking. Oh, it was. She's the other WoW.
Scruffy or Amina? Because
It's not Scruffy. She was a while ago. She has like dark brown hair. She has glasses.
Oh my God, I feel so embarrassed.
Gamora. What's her name?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, you guys were talking about WoW, and then you were talking about how you met your husband, and I was sitting in my chair, and I was super happy for you. I was like, that is so great.
I feel so terrible because I've interviewed so many people. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh, Indy Garona. Was it the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Her.
Yes, she's really awesome. So what type of games do you like to play and stream?
I like to play pretty much everything because I can appreciate all types of games. Now, streaming is a little different. So the schedule that I have right now, I play an MMO on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then Overwatch on Tuesdays. I have a themeless
Woo-hoo.
Thursday where it's more of like a variety of like a random games that I either haven't played yet, want to try, got a code for, blah, blah, blah. And then like on the weekends, I'll do Fallout and Skyrim so that I don't have to play with anybody.
Nice.
Because it's nice to just have, solo game days where you're not leading people or having to communicate, and you can just immerse yourself in the game itself.
What MMO do you play?
It's Dark Age of Camelot.
I've never heard of this
Yeah,
game.
because it was
tell me about this game.
It was released in 2001, so
wow, it's been around for a while. Dang.
Yes, it was kind of the MMO that really set the scene for MMOs, in my opinion. Now, people combat that sometimes. But yeah, I started playing it when I was like 11, and so it holds a big nostalgic part in my heart. Yeah. Or where it would be if I had one.
I will say, like, there's a lot of really cool MMOs out there, but it's hard to do them all when you're already doing one.
Yeah. If you're in one MMO, you generally don't branch out because you literally can't.
Yeah, because it takes up so much time. Mm-hmm. That's cool. All right, I've caught you doing Overwatch, but I haven't caught you playing the MMO. I'm gonna have to come check it out.
Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I just did a 12-hour in Dark Age yesterday. So I got 2 game time codes from the devs, and I did a 12-hour stream on it. It was a lot of fun.
Cute. It's actually been a while since I've caught your stream. Now that I think about it, I feel like oh man, it's been a while. God, I'm terrible.
That's all right.
I do like it. Like, I love Overwatch. So I mean, if you play Overwatch, I've probably lurked
Tuesdays.
Just saying. I've definitely lurked on Tuesdays for you.
Yeah.
So what would you say? This is kind of a 2 kind of question in one. What is your favorite game? But I like to know what your favorite game of all times is, if you have one, and what's your favorite game right now, because that's not always the same.
Well, I don't know. I guess you could say my favorite game would probably be Dark Age. That's the one that does well. Like favorite depends on your mood.
Yeah,
that's an open question.
I'll agree with you on that one.
Yeah, because and that's where I get my playing the MMO. You get, because I lead when I play my MMO, and so. Like, how many people did we have? I lead a lot of people, like 4 or 5 groups of people. And so that's like when I have my bossy boots on.
Yeah.
So when I feel bossy, I'll play that. But if I'm feeling really like introverted and I don't want to lead or anything, that's where like the Skyrim, the Fallout, and the single player games come in.
Yeah.
So I guess your favorite game to play depends on like how your day went, I guess. But my favorite game of all time, I can't answer that. I literally couldn't if I tried.
That's a true gamer, folks. That's a true gamer.
I can't.
That's me in movies. I have favorite movies, but I don't have a favorite movie of all times. I have a bunch of movies that I like, but I can't pinpoint it down to like one movie.
Depends on your day, man.
Yeah, it does. It totally does. I agree with you on that.
Right?
So then what attracts you about, since you play Dark Age and everything, what attracts you so much about that particular game?
There are only a couple of classes that can survive without a group. And so it's very much, you have to be strategic. You have to work with one another. You need to know your stuff. You need to have the knowledge of the game itself and the characters, the classes, the abilities. And it's a very much, it's a very cooperative game. Player versus player. And It's hard. If you don't know what you're doing, it's really hard. And it's one of the things that I pride myself in as one of the guild leaders is that we're very open to new players and people just returning after like a 10-year disappearance and getting them up to speed, helping them out, giving them the baby steps, because there are a lot of people in the game who don't have the patience to do that.
Yeah.
And like that's one of the things that really just makes me happy on the inside is getting someone to feel as passionate about the game as I have been and getting them up to speed so they do well, because if they don't do well, then they screw everyone over.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm on a WoW hiatus right now. But that's why I like WoW, because at least our guild, it's a really cool guild. It's very, very casual guild.
That's
we
good.
don't even really have much of a raid team, which is a little bit frustrating as someone who likes to raid. I wish they took it a little bit more seriously, or would at least let me be a little bit more serious.
We're dropping hints, ladies and gents, dropping hints.
Horde for life. I love you guys. Because I mean, not that I want to raid hardcore, but I want to be like, hey guys, you need to step it up. I need you to get to this point before you can raid again, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Because the guild before that I was raiding hardcore, which was the Husbands Guild. They were like the top third. They were like the third guild on the server.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. I mean, we were never world first or anything like that, or server first or anything, but like our raid leader was, as much as I don't like her, or I didn't. Yeah, she was.
Whoops! Did I say that?
She was kind of a bitch, and she tried to like stop our relationship. Drama. There's a legit reason as to why I don't like her, but she was a good raid leader, and she like told you how it is. She was like, hey, you're not good enough, you need to be better. But she would go into detail and be like, hey, you need to work on this and this and this, because she did her freaking research, So but I like when you have people who do that and who will actually take that time, and it makes the game more pleasurable. It makes you keep coming back, instead of doing the whole trolling and being an asshole and trade check kind of conversations with people.
Ooh. Ooh.
But yeah, no, I feel you. That's what attracts me. That's why I always go back to WoW, for the same reason.
How long have you been on a hiatus?
Legion dropped, and they dropped so much content at once within like the first 3 months of the new expansion that I said, I'm not gonna do this right now. I have other shit I want to do.
Nope.
Like I don't have the time to dedicate to it with the Girlstreamer stuff and the streaming in general. I was like, I will come back when I don't feel so overwhelmed, because it dropped. They were making up for the content dry spell from Warlords for so long, and they overcompensated.
Oh,
and
too
they
much.
too much at once, and I was like, nah, I'm good.
Rip.
But I'm
Bye.
starting to get the itch again. So, yeah. But I mean, it's common for me to do that anyway. I do it all the time. I'm in and out all the time. Just because I get like game ADHD.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, oh, I want to play these games for a little bit. I want to go play these games for a little bit. It's like, Stardew Valley, let me just waste the next 3 months of my life farming.
Oh my
for no
god,
reason.
yeah, hitting rocks with a fucking pick. Oh, wait, whoops.
It's okay. You can
with
say
a
fuck.
pickaxe. Correction, there was no F word in that.
Yeah. I love Stardew Valley.
I haven't even left in front of the farm yet, so I walked into town once for the blacksmith, and then I went right back to the farm and started hitting trees. So
Um,
it's bad.
So what games are you excited about that, or are there any games coming out anytime soon, or in the future that you're excited about?
I'm excited for them to eventually do Borderlands 3, of course.
I mean, is that actually going to happen?
I don't really want to talk about it.
But then I was like, when I read the article,
so.
I was like, I don't know if that's actually going to happen.
I really hope so. I really do.
If it's as good as Borderlands 2 is right now, I would love a Borderlands 3.
Right? I want them to just take their time and make it well. I don't want another pre-sequel. I want you to do 1, 2, and 3 and just do it. Do it well.
Yeah, because, I mean, Borderlands 1 was great. And playing through Borderlands 2 so far, I like it even more. So I feel like Borderlands 2 could possibly be better than Borderlands 1. Than Borderlands. So, which, if they do it right, Borderlands 3 could be even better.
Right.
So,
I would like to see that come out, but I do want to. I've never done the Destiny thing, so now that Destiny 2 is coming out, I'm excited to play that one as well. We have a lot of friends from the community that are going to play it too, so we'll have teams and stuff. I'm like, yay, pew pew.
Yeah, we got a devoted Destiny channel, which is in Girlstreamers there, so. A lot of you ladies are going to be playing Destiny too.
PC?
Lots of you ladies. Heck yeah. I don't know. I've seen it. It's pretty, but I don't know. I'm just like, eh.
Hard pass.
Yeah. You know, there are always those games where like Doom. I like Doom, but I have no desire to ever play it. Like, it's great. I like watching it. Yeah. It looks really fun watching it, but I have no desire to go pick it up for myself. I'm okay. You know.
We're good.
We're good. I'll watch you play Destiny 2 though.
You better.
So if there was a game that you could have rebooted or remastered, what would it be? If there is one. There may not even be one.
Tom and Jerry.
I totally knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
No, if Dark Age could get a serious graphical revamp, that would be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Do they continue making content? Like
they're trying really hard to keep up with new content.
Yeah.
But graphically, you can tell when you watch it that it's very much of an older game. But yeah, I mean, I'm pleased with the content that they do have in the game. A lot of people will also argue with that statement. But it's the visuals that I would like to see them update and revamp.
Yeah, because if it came out in 2001, it's a 16-year-old game.
Ooh, yep.
Yeah, because WoW just said that they are no longer doing support for Vista and XP.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I have a feeling they're about to do because they've been trying to push to make people get get better computers.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to push to be able to do a graphic an overhaul engine overhaul to really make it look better.
It's important.
It is. I mean, it's a beautiful game, and they do a great job with the graphics. But I can, when it's still a really, really current game, I can see a company wanting to go, okay, we really don't want to keep doing shit for XP.
Yeah.
So
at some point, it's got to give.
Right. Like my husband's 10-year-old computer before we bought him a new one last Christmas still ran WoW. So yeah. That shouldn't happen. We should not be able to run a current game on an old computer. Just saying.
Potatoes with cords.
Yeah, much less a laptop potato.
Yeah, that's what I started streaming on.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, it was so bad. And it was I was playing Dark Age every single day. So I was playing a 16-year-old game on a potato slideshow stream. It was so bad. I have no idea how the community turned out to what it is now. I had no idea.
Isn't it crazy to look back, even though it's only been a few months, you look back and you're like, oh, God, it's
Oh yeah.
improved so much.
Oh, seriously. God.
Yeah, I totally stole our 27-inch TV for my second monitor and never let it go.
Yeah. There you
Like,
go.
you'd be surprised how much a second monitor actually benefits you in streaming.
Yeah, right? Seriously.
And now I want a third.
Ooh. Balls deep. Do it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Talk about 3 monitors. I have to say this. I went to DreamHack last weekend. Like, not this most. No, yeah, last Saturday. Today's Sunday, so it was last Saturday, not yesterday. I keep my days are weird. Anyway, I saw this display of like these 3 monitors, actually set up better than my monitors. Like they're side by side, and it had like this curve going.
Ooh.
Oh my God, it was so pretty. I was like, I want that setup someday.
Want, give, do the stuff.
It was so pretty. I was like, oh my God, that is gorgeous. So yeah, someday.
Dream big.
Yeah, really.
Make it happen.
So,
I believe in you.
all right, we're gonna get a little serious here now.
Oh.
Who inspires you to be the woman that you are today?
Bug is my 4-year-old daughter.
You have a daughter?
I do.
What?
I do.
Did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Aw.
she's freaking awesome. Like, she is awesome.
Bug, that's your name for her? That's great. I love it. That's so
Yeah,
cute.
well, her name is Leah, but like even if she'll meet someone new, she'll say, "You can call me Bug," because it just started with Leah Bug, and then it went Lee Bug, and now it's just Bug. So it's kind of like
cute.
it's evolved over the years. Because she was super duper cuddly when she was a baby. So she was my little cuddle bug.
Aww. And she's 4?
Yeah, well, she'll be 5 this fall. So she starts school this fall.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's so cute. Wow.
Yep.
My cousin's son graduates this year.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Kids.
I feel real old because of children right now. I feel real old because of people's kids. I don't have kids, but people's kids that I know.
Hey, you have animals.
I do have animals.
Totally counts.
Not the same though, because you don't see them age like you see children age. They don't make me feel old.
They just stop playing.
Mine don't. Mine are 6, 7 years old, and they still play like they're puppies.
Oh, good.
Mine keep me young, so So wow, she is 4, almost 5. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yep. She's at her dad's house this weekend.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
So you miss her? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Wow. Are you sad that she's starting school this year?
No.
Are you ready
not at all?
Are you ready for her to start school?
Oh yeah. Well, we've always called daycare school.
Oh, okay.
And so she's been in school since I went back to work. She was about 3 months old.
Oh, okay.
So she started going. So she's got all of her sicknesses out of the way. So she's been around other kids her entire life, pretty much.
Oh, so I bet this ain't nothing for her then. She's like,
Nope. And she's so funny because she's like, I want to have a sister. And I said, well, when you go to your big girl school, you better find a good friend because you ain't getting no siblings out of me. Better find a good friend at your new school.
Oh, I love that. So cute. So what do you like being about a part of Girlstreamers?
The Girlstreamers. You know, like my favorite thing is the Discord, because you know that if anything, if you have any question at all, whether it be personal, game related, Twitch related, just in general, you can go into the Girlstreamers Discord and someone is there to talk to. Like no matter what, there's someone on all the time. And it's just the support and the community and the encouragement that you get from the girls, I think is super helpful, because so often you see girls bashing other girls everywhere. And you don't see that in this community. And so it's a lot of fun.
And even with a little bit of drama that, you know, any kind of drama that does happen, it just doesn't last. It doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 2 seconds and then it's done.
Yep.
Which, I mean, we work really hard to try and keep drama at a minimum because of those stereotypes that women are, you know, they don't.
Meow.
Right. The cattiness. It's like, we try. Yeah. I agree with you on that. That's what I like being a part of this. Because you can be on at like 2 o'clock in the morning and somebody's on to talk.
Somebody is on. Somebody is on.
Because we have so many girls from
everywhere.
Literally all over the world. All over the world. What keeps you so passionate about gaming and just the gaming community?
I love video games. And I built a lot of really, really great friendships in the community. And so now it's not just like based off of video games. I'm like, hey, I hope you're going to have a good day today. Like, not just like, hey, can you come join the group because we're a shorter person? Now it's like the community itself is not just about video games, I guess.
Yeah.
And so watching that kind of cultivate itself,
it's crazy.
As new people are coming in, it's a lot of fun.
It's
a lot of fun.
I'm with you on that. It's really crazy to see that grow just because you started playing a video game online.
Yeah, right? I'm like, friends. I have friends. What?
I've actually met a few. I've met a few of my followers, and I've met a few girl streamers. And it's been really cool to meet people that I met online. It's like,
right?
What?
Yeah.
It's really cool.
We have a Michigan streaming group.
Oh, nice.
So we have, it's like, it's catching more activity now that we've like been out actually looking for Michigan streamers. And so we've had a couple of meetups. So it's nice being able to meet streamers from the state that actually like live near you.
Yeah.
You know, so it's been a lot of fun to meet people from my own state that I can like talk to.
That's neat. We have an Atlanta one, and I have not gone to one yet. They're trying to organize another meetup. But I want to meet some of the local streamers around here, because I've met streamers from other states, but I haven't met any from Atlanta yet. So
yeah.
Yeah,
it's good networking.
It is. It is. I agree. The Twitch meetups, the local state Twitch meetups, I've noticed are getting really popular. The streamer meetups.
Yeah, they should. They're a lot of fun.
I like that about the community itself. Like it's very positive. Like not just girl streamers, but like the streaming community, the people who actually stream. I mean, you know, you get your fair share of trolls, but
oh yeah,
streamers aren't the trolls, but the streamers themselves are so supportive of each other.
Yeah.
It's such a cool, positive community. I like that.
Yep.
So what would you say is your greatest challenge or obstacle that you have had to overcome in your life?
Life. No. I mean, I could draw from a hat and make that decision, but probably a lot of it was rooted when I left home when I was 16.
Oh.
So that took me down a whole path that I didn't want to go down.
Yeah.
So probably, yeah, being a drug addicted teenager was probably what would be the root of the obstacle.
How, if you don't mind me asking, how long, when did you stop? Like, when did you, I guess, straighten up is the better, is, I don't know.
Halfway through my pregnancy.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So it was a long time coming.
Because the reason I ask is because my dad is 56 years old and recently finally got help.
Good.
He's been a pothead as long as I've been alive.
Yeah.
But I found out recently that up until I was probably about 1 or 2, he was still doing cocaine. Because 80s.
Yeah. Woo. I don't have an excuse.
Right.
Woo.
And he said that I'm the reason why he stopped doing the hard stuff, but it's still he didn't get the right help when he stopped, so he still struggled, and the pot became, it overtook him instead, so he had to just set it aside, and he's like, I can't do it.
Everyone's different.
Yeah. And not that he was addicted to the pot, it was just but that's amazing. My dad's 56. So I mean, to be able to do it before that, that's a hard. I had a very alcoholic grandpa who never got help. So that's awesome. That's amazing. That is.
You still have time.
Yeah.
At that point,
that is absolutely amazing. Awesome for you. Congratulations to
you.
You are a badass. You have achievement unlocked. Look at me. I'm tearing up for you. And you're like,
ew.
It is what it is.
Yep.
I know. I'm sleepy, okay? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I know.
So then if you could this is a great question to follow that up with. If you could give your past self 1 or 2 words of advice from the wisdom and experience you have gained up until now, what would they be?
I wouldn't. Not at all. I would turn the other way.
Why is that?
Because it's everything at that point has led me to where I am right now, and I love who I am right now. So there's not a single thing that I would say to my past self, because it would make it so something I wouldn't go through.
Mm-hmm.
And I love everything that I have gone through.
Yeah.
Even the negative ones.
Yeah.
Sometimes the negative ones more than the positive ones, because it's an experience that you can share with other people.
Yeah, totally.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm with you on that. I look at it as I don't have regrets. I don't say I have regrets in life.
Yeah.
Because if I regret it, then to me that means I'm not happy where I'm at right now. Because if I hadn't gone through that, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now.
Exactly.
So I don't look at it as a regret.
Lessons.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of them are just really, really, really difficult.
Yeah. Yes, they are. So then what trait of yours are you most proud of?
Being able to tell people to F themselves frequently. Does that count? Does that count? My ability to detach? Is that a strong suit or a negative? I don't know.
Giving no fucks?
Yes. I'm really good at that.
So then what would you say is your greatest insecurity?
Probably stonewalling as often as I do. It probably puts me at a fault.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been trolled?
Oh yeah.
What's the worst time you've been trolled?
Well, it's kind of hard to troll a troll, because I'm kind of trolly myself, and I let things roll off like very easily, and then it's like, and the whole telling people to go fuck themselves,
Yeah.
like, so trolls don't really bother me too much. So I don't know if they've been like super bad, like the worst troll. I don't think there's been like a worst. It's just like, trolls will come in and you're like, meh, and then you don't feed them and then they just kind of go away and probably fuck themselves. I don't know.
What I find, I find trolls hilarious because usually they're really bad at it.
That's true. That's very true. They run out of material. And so they just kind of like change their words to revamp what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the same shit all the time. And it's like, once you've heard all of it, you're like, okay, why do you keep doing this? Like, you're not original in any way.
You're really bad at that game. Yeah. No shit.
Or, no. Okay, I have to say this one because I think you'll really appreciate this one. This guy comes in and he tries to call me a fat ass, but he misspelled fat. He spelled it far ass. And I was like, you know what? You just trolled yourself, dude.
Nailed it.
Trolled yourself. Good job. Good job. And I put my controller down and I clapped for that dude. I was like, great job. And then I banned him.
Bye.
I know what you're doing and I don't care. I was like, good job, Brock. Good job.
That's awesome.
I'm like, far out.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Spelling words. How do I word?
How do I word? So what advice then would you have for, because I mean, you're still a noob yourself at streaming. What advice would you have for anyone who wants to get into streaming?
Learn to network. And if you don't know how to network, find someone that is and become their Padawan. Like you need to learn to network or you'll not get the growth that you're seeking.
Oh my God, that is a great piece of advice. And I don't think anybody has actually suggested that yet. But yeah,
it's not about just being online. When you're offline, you still need to be online and you need to put the time into it. You need to put the work into it. You need to invest the conversations because you're going to learn. Yeah. You're going to learn through all of those networking experiences.
And you would be surprised at how often you will network when you're just out and about chatting with people. Yeah,
like MJ just met a Twitch streamer at his local grocery store. So now 2 streamers met at the grocery store and now they're part of the same community. Yeah. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah, definitely. Not just don't just go to, I have met people that I have found out friends are streamers and didn't realize that they were streamers. I totally agree with that. Is a great piece of advice because when you don't know how to network and that just goes for any job field, to be honest. Yeah. When you don't know how to network, you're not going to go very far.
Well, it's an isolating feeling when you don't learn that ability to put yourself out there and network openly.
My husband is over here laughing because he's an attorney and he is really bad at networking, which is why he's a poor attorney. We have no money because he doesn't know how to network.
It's a trait that can be learned.
It is. Well, I'm actually really good at networking. So
you complete each other. There you go.
I give him really good advice and he does it and it works. You'd be surprised. So I help him big time.
Teamwork.
Yes. Teamwork at its finest.
For sure.
But yeah, I agree. Networking is key in so much of your life. It really, really is. And you can be good at networking even if you're an introvert. I promise you can. Some of the best people that are good at networking are introverts.
Yep.
So I'm gonna ask this question, even though I can see your awesome piercings. But do you have any cool tattoos, scars, or piercings?
Yep. I have my snake bites, which I did myself.
Really?
Yeah. It's so funny because you go into a shop and they're like, "Oh, where'd you get those?" I'm like, "From my living room." I don't know. Where'd you get yours?
What? You did those yourself?
Yeah. This one was with a safety pin, and this one was with a sewing needle.
But why? Like, why though? Like, what did you do? Did you at least put something on you to numb at all, or did you just poke yourself?
No, you just kind of went for it. Balls deep. Go for it.
I have friends who pierce their ears that way.
Yep. And then I have my septum,
I like
which
that one.
I got it pierced the first time, and the crummy people at the shop actually didn't pierce the septum itself. They just pierced the skin, so it was more of a surface piercing.
Oh.
And then I had to take that out for an MRI, and I didn't take my retainer, and it was like relatively new. So then the second time I went and got it pierced, they did it at I went to a different shop. And then the third time I pierced it myself, which is actually really hard because the gauge is really not small. So I had like 5 sewing needles just like sitting in, because I would do like one needle at a time just to kind of let the hole like get bigger before I put the ring in. It's so bad. And then I have my gauges. But these, I blew my ear out probably a year and a half ago. So I had 9/16 of an inch. And I blew my ear out, so I had to take them out, let them heal, and so now they're itty bitty baby size. This is super, super small for me. I haven't had small plugs like this probably in like 10 years or so. And then I have a piercing here, which in a moment of stress, I just kind of pierced it. It was my first day at court. And I got home and I was super stressed out. So I just gave myself a piercing and went for it. And then I have my septum up here, which one of my friends did for me. And then my belly button. And that's all of them.
Oh my gosh.
All of the piercings.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, I like I've got tattoos and I want to get like the top of my ears pierced. And I want to gauge out my ears, but I'm terrified too, because I'm terrified I'm going to do it wrong. I don't know why I'm so scared I'm going to do it wrong, but I am.
It takes time because when you let it heal and when you aren't forceful with the stretching part, I mean, you can be really successful, but it just takes time. And a lot of people don't have the patience. And that's where, patience and the care.
Yeah.
Because you have to take care of your gauges. Like you have to.
Because I don't want to get really, really big. I just want to kind of gauge it out just a little bit.
Yeah.
How did you use like oil or something to get because I've got like in my jewelry box right now, the stuff to try and to go up to the next size, but I can't get them to go through. Like they're just not, they just won't go through. And I think it's because I think it's actually 2 sizes bigger than what my gauge is right
don't
now.
do that.
But it's so small. Like I don't know, what's the standard?
A normal earring is generally a 20 gauge or an 18 gauge.
Okay.
And then they go up every 2. So from 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, and you go from there.
See, I've got 16s in there, but I think it might be 20 because it doesn't really go in very easily.
Well, the higher the number, the smaller the gauges.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my ears are actually 20. Because
if that's what that's generally what they pierce with.
The 16 gauge is kind of, it's like it's just doesn't want to try.
Yeah. No, 18 gauge is not one you want to skip over. to go to 16. So definitely do it in order.
Cool. Well, I just learned something tonight.
Ta-da! And then you asked about tattoos too.
Yes. Do you have tattoos?
So I have R2D2 on the inside of my right ankle with the Leia hologram on the front of my shin. And that one was actually a cover-up.
Oh.
So the first time, remember the shitty shop that we were in for the first septum piercing? Yeah. So there wasn't anyone in there after I'd gotten it done. And the tattoo, one of the tattoo artists said, hey, let me tattoo my nickname on you and I'll do it for free. So I was like, fuck it. All right, let's go for it.
Free tattoo,
so,
yeah.
Yeah. So he did it on the inside of my ankle and it was a heart outline. And in the inside was the word nasty. So I had a heart with the word nasty on the inside of my ankle and it did not heal. Like, it was really bad. It looked like a safety pin jail tattoo. It looked terrible. So after it healed, I went back up to the shop and I was like, hey, like, can you guys cut me a deal on covering this shit up? Like, this is terrible. And the lady, she goes, oh my God, you're that girl. I said, what are you talking about? She goes, nasty doesn't even work here, right? I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, who runs this place? So it was just one of their friends that hangs out at the shop a lot. And he gave me a really shitty tattoo. So now I have R2D2, which covers that up.
Oh my God.
It was really bad. And then on the right side of my calf, I have an X-Wing fighter with red 5 in the galaxy stars behind it. And then my latest addition on my left thigh is Darth Vader with the cog.
So I'm sensing a theme here with your tattoos, and you like Star Wars.
I am Star Wars.
My husband just goes like this. So, you are, you have been okayed by the husband. I love that he always takes over my podcast.
Love it.
So yes, I guess you're his new wife.
No.
Because that's awesome.
So I just had this conversation with Miss Pockets last night too, is about the Star Wars tattoos, because I'm doing the leg pieces.
Yeah.
And so right leg is going to be all Alliance based, Rebel Alliance, and then my left leg is going to be all Empire and Dark Side.
Oh, I love that.
And so I tell everyone when they're done, I'm just going to bash my legs together a whole bunch, and it'll be like recreating the films, like for myself. It's going to be a really good time. It's going to be expensive, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
I like it. I'm ready for my next tattoo, actually. Like, really ready. That's awesome, though. I love that. I absolutely love it. I want a cool Star Wars tattoo.
And then I have a bunch of stars down my right rib cage. And then on this side, it starts on my left hip. And it's flowers, like a floral body ribbon. And it stops right up here on my shoulder.
Oh, I love those kind of tattoos.
Yeah, so it goes on my hip, and then it goes all the way up the middle of my back, and it comes up.
Oh, I bet that's gorgeous.
It is, and it's watercolors, so there's no black outline in it.
Oh, yes.
And it's not done well because it wasn't professional. I got it out of some guy's house. So he was building a portfolio, and he needed canvas. So I would
just go back in and have a good person go over it and, just make it a little bit more professional looking.
We're working on that if I stop getting Star Wars tattoos. And I can't
Star Wars
or fix my old one. It's a lost cause. It's fine. No one ever sees it anyway. It's fine.
That's awesome. Man, you are super cool. Would you like to marry me? Because you're really cool.
Yes. I can do long distance. You're fine.
Okay, awesome. Score. Yes. I now have a wife.
A Twitch wife. Get name tags.
So If there was one person, past or present, that you could have dinner with tonight, who would it be and why? And this can be anyone.
I want to know where Amelia Earhart is. So if we could find her and bring her back to life, that'd be great.
That would be cool,
'Cause
yeah.
I'm fucking curious.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Oh, I like it. Yes.
Yeah.
So what is an ideal weekend for you?
24-hour Twitch streams. And then sleeping for 16 hours? Does that count? Oh, it's so bad. That sounds so bad.
You are such a nerd.
It's so terrible. No, I would say some of my favorite weekends are because we alternate weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So when I have her, we always do like an adventure, like the zoo, the aquarium, going to the park, just doing something fun. So those are a lot of fun, but they're a lot of fun in the sense that it's a lot of fun seeing your kid have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So when she's gone, then I'm like, time for me to have fun. So my fun is playing video games without moving. So I might have blood clots. I don't know. But at least it's broken up.
So then I actually have one more question, and then we will open up for Q&A for people to ask you questions in the live chat
I'm
channel.
terrified.
So what are you most thankful for?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. I don't know. What am I most thankful for? Probably bug. Because I'd probably be dead somewhere in a ditch.
Aww.
if I didn't have her.
How so light you are about that.
Well, I was like 7 months pregnant, and I was living in a pop-up camper in someone's driveway.
Wow.
with my 2 cats, and I was like, I'm gonna have a baby soon. I should probably like get my shit together. Just saying, it might be a good idea to do that. I don't know.
Yeah, let's try this. Yeah. Babies. They're kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But don't get pregnant just to change your life. Like, just do that before you do that. There's some steps to take. Handle your shit and then have a kid. That's my piece of advice.
It's good to do it my way, but just say don't do it my way. So then what is your strongest passion outside of streaming?
Probably human trafficking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We should probably have a chat about that.
Yeah, there's a team of girls here, and every Thursday we used to go. I can't do it anymore because with the custody change, I now have my daughter on the Thursdays that we used to go out, so I don't get to go out with the girls anymore. But we would go out to the strip clubs every Thursday, and take gifts like flowers or cookies and just hang out with the girls. And it was a lot of fun, a lot of good times. And then there's another one where we have purses with like toiletries with the safety number on it. Like there's a human trafficking hotline.
Yeah.
Like bars of soap, hand sanitizer, condoms, tampons, like a book, a hairbrush, toothbrush kind of things. And we just drive around and looking for prostitutes and just having this gift is like an opening door for conversation, and even carrying around cigarettes,
Wow.
Hey, like, do you need a cigarette? And almost all the time they're going to say yes, but you have to be very careful because you don't know who's watching them
right
at the time. And then being near Flint, we have a lot of massage parlors.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll go through, and if there are any cars in the parking lots, we'll go and take pictures of the license plate and get an ID on the car, and we'll submit that to the police, and they run the plates so that to see if they have a reason to check. Like if there's a warrant out for that plate, then they now have a reason to go into the establishment because they won't let them in if they don't have a reason because they know that they'll get busted.
Right.
So, yeah, I have a big heart for that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because in Atlanta apparently is the largest human trafficking in America right now. So there's actually a really, like, our church. I'm a Christian, guys.
I'm a theology major, so you're fine. I am too.
I know we have tattoos, piercings, and yeah, people that you wouldn't think would go to church. But I mean, this isn't a religious thing. We tend to stay away from that.
Yeah.
Because you know,
People get salty.
Yeah, I mean, to each his own. Like I don't hate non-Christians. Some of my closest
Right.
friends are atheists. So
Yep.
but our church actually does a lot to help with that particular thing because it is so rampant here and it's so big here. Like it is because the Atlanta airport is the largest airport in the U.S. It is the biggest airport in the U.S. So, yeah, girls are. I mean, it's bad here. It is really, really bad here. So our church is starting up like a really
task force.
Yeah, a campaign to really help promote and get, help and all that stuff. So that's really awesome. That's badass right there. That is.
I mean, it's awesome, but it's not awesome at the same time,
It's right. It's what? Who was it? Yeah, like my friend Cuddles, who does a lot with StackUp.org. It's awesome. It sucks that it has to exist.
Yeah.
But it's awesome that there are people like you who exist to help with that situation.
Try.
So, yeah, I think that's awesome. So, yeah, cool. Thank you so much for sharing that. I looking at chat to see what chat wants. I know, okay, I asked you before we went live, but I saw Zilla at the beginning ask you about your background. She was like, is that a construction paper? So explain.
It's 6 poster boards from the dollar store. And if you look at some of the VODs from my channel, you have no idea. You can't tell. So if you need a green screen and you have a shitty setup, contact me because I have a shitty setup and I just nailed them into the wall.
Honestly, that is the
streaming on a budget.
As an independent filmmaker who has made a lot of shit on budget, I approve of that wholeheartly. On my time hop, a thing came across my time hop because it's been 3 years since I did my first short film, my first where I wrote it, directed it, everything. I had to make a pregnancy belly for myself.
And where can we find this?
On my channel.
Nice.
I have it on Vimeo. My Vimeo account has it.
Okay.
But yeah, it was crazy looking and ghetto as fuck, but I looked pregnant.
Woo!
I had 6 socks in each boob to make my boobs look big enough. And it was like a pillow that was cut into an egg shape, but it was the most uncomfortable pillow in my life. I had 3 camisoles that had the built-in bras,
Oh, those are the worst.
So, they kind of have a little bit of, they kind of suck it in a little bit, So
yeah,
I had that to hold it in place, plus Spanx. And
oh my God.
And then leggings on top of it. And I'm looking at this picture and I'm like, God,
I'm so
that
sweaty.
It was bad. It was bad. And it was the middle of it was gross. It was so gross. Yeah, so budgets. I totally approve of budgets.
Yep. I have a $6 backdrop. So
it works though, doesn't it?
It does. My motion background is the shit with my chroma. So yeah, I love it. Works great.
That's awesome. So, Zilla asked, if you could be anyone in the Star Wars universe, who or what would you be? It's a good question.
Shit. Well, I think it would be really fun to rip off people's arms, so I would probably have to say a Wookiee. But then that makes you think, like, I would really love to be able to understand every single language. So then you're like, yeah, like, let's be C-3PO, you know? But I don't know. I might have to stay Wookiee because I would really like to rip off someone's arms.
I love it. I love it because I want to be a pilot like Han Solo, so we'll be buddies.
Yay!
Because I want to fly the Millennium Falcon. So, just saying, that's
Woo.
my favorite. Wait, because that's what I built. Where is it? Where's my Millennium Falcon? Here he is. I totally streamed building this. My little mini Lego Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
So, it totally sits on my shelf behind me. I love it. I love it. Han's my favorite.
You should.
Wookiees are great. I love Wookiees. I'm sorry. I'm looking at questions.
Scroll.
Yeah, I'm like scrolling through chat. Like, wow, okay. There's been a lot of conversation here. Wow, you guys are active tonight.
Woo.
Improv green. They approve of your improv green screen, by the way.
Good.
Chat.
Good.
Wookie Lilith. Heck yeah. I'm actually curious. How long have you been doing the human trafficking stuff? How long have you been doing that?
I didn't get heavily involved. I've been kind of like sidelining for about 2 years. But it was when because I'm friends with the leader of the task force.
Oh, okay.
And so I went to go watch her speak at another event to talk about human trafficking in the area. And afterwards, I went to go hug her because I was telling her goodbye. And she's like, when are you going to join my team? And so finally I was like, okay. So then I started going out with them on Thursdays and then started going out with them on Sundays and then started going out on them for the Saturday night, 3 a.m. drive arounds to go find prostitutes kind of thing. So, but I didn't start getting like hands on until like January or so.
Oh, okay.
Of just this year. So just a few months.
Thank you for that. I think that's awesome. Thank you for that, Kinky. I appreciate you linking my Millennium Falcon noises I made during stream.
Yes.
Just because, we've got some time, I'm just going to ask you random questions because I don't normally ask these kind of questions in an interview just because they're cheesy, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yes. Cheese me, daddy.
Unless chat actually asks the questions, I tend to leave them out of my interview. But what's your favorite food? What's your favorite color?
Pie. No, burritos. I would probably cut off my left foot to keep Taco Bell in business. I love burritos. Like, shower me in burritos.
Nice.
Hands down. Yeah. You said favorite food, favorite color. I like green. I like green a lot. So the one thing about having a green screen is that I can't wear green shirts anymore.
Yeah.
When I stream. So my Ninja Turtles portion of my heart, if I had one, is crushed. Because all of my Ninja Turtle shirts are green. So I'm borderline devastated, but not really.
Green's my favorite color, and I will tell you, if you wanted to wear a green shirt, you could go out and get a blue or red board. You go out and get blue or red, because blue is also another one that is used, and red, when you have like blue and green in something, they'll use red. Fun fact, in Star Wars... Oh, what's the third one? Where Slave Leia and Jabba, what is it, Return of the Jedi? Where the green lady is dancing in the middle, in front of Jabba the Hutt.
The blue?
Is she blue or is she green? I can't remember.
I think
She's green.
Blue. She's green?
Yeah, hubby just said she's green. because they couldn't green screen her or blue screen her because there was blue and green in the shot.
Oh, they had to do the red.
They had to do red.
Yeah.
So yeah, fun fact: you can use a blue or red screen when you do quote unquote green screening.
That would mean I would have to go to the store, and it took me weeks to build up the courage to actually go to the store because I have a serious, like, if I'm not at work or if I'm not seeing like a close friend, I will not leave my house. Like, I even grocery shop online. It's really bad. Like, I have serious anxiety about it. So it took me
That's fascinating.
quite a long time for me to just get the balls to go to the dollar store to pick these up.
So you don't like to go out? Wait, why?
I
Just
don't know.
the anxiety is just really bad.
Yeah, like my legs are sweating just talking about it. Like behind my knees. It's making me sweat just thinking about like leaving my house.
Wow, girl. Have you been have you like gone to therapy? Dog, what do you want from me? Damn, shut the fuck up.
Love.
Remus, stop it. Sorry, we just walked him like right before the podcast. I know he doesn't want to go. Sorry. He did this last night too. He's our special case. He's a needy. Anyway, agoraphobia. You kind of sound like you may have a little bit of agoraphobia there with that anxiety of going outside.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, everything can be delivered from online now, so it's really easy to not have to worry about that.
I go to work. That's good. I hang out with friends and stuff, but like for me to go somewhere where I don't have intention of seeing someone in particular.
Yeah.
Like going to the grocery store. No, like going to the store in general, just going like, no, just no.
Vampiric Rose, aka Bats, says, what kind of mic setup are you using?
Oh, I have I'll move it a little bit.
It looks like a blue Yeti.
Yeah, this one is the black Yeti. And then I just have a Dragon Pad
pop screen.
The pop screen, the filter on it. And then I just have like a standard mic stand, but it's more of like an industrial one because the Yeti is so heavy.
It is.
So I have it harnessed to an area on the other side of the desk between my two monitors. Just to kind of keep it out of the way. It's kind of inconvenient when I look at screen 2, but I'm lazy and I don't change it because I'm like, it's not broken. It's fine.
Are you Maddie J311 said? Are you more of a DC or Marvel fan?
Probably Marvel. I'd have to say I have more of a knowledge base on Marvel than DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone cares, I'm a Thor and Batman fan. I mean, I don't care if it's Marvel.
We all care.
I mean,
I just like to look at the handsome men.
I like Thor and Batman. I do like Batwoman too. Her story is pretty badass.
Squirrel Girl for the win.
Squirrel Girl. There you go. There you go. Yes, Frost Streams. Just technically you can use any color. Okay, so the reason why greens... Okay, all right. Let me put on my teaching glasses and actually kind of explain how green screens work, guys. Okay, so the point of green screens and why they're green is because your skin tone does not have green in it. So skin tends to be more red-based, more yellow-based when it comes to colors. So when you go... So green screens are green because they're the opposite of what, like, so that your face will pop, so that people will pop out. Because opposites of a color wheel, red, green, it pops out more. The reason why you can use blue is because it's you don't, but same reason with the skin tone. Reds are a last resort. Just only if there's blue and green in the thing. Yellows don't pull as well because light tends to be yellow. Like soft light tends to be yellow. Your basic house lighting tends to be yellow, etc., etc. So green works because it is the one color that doesn't tend to be on your body.
Acknowledge me.
Yeah, except t-shirts or whatever. That's why it's green screen. Color wheels. It's a color wheel. It's color wheel thing. Yeah, because it's not a naturally occurring color in your skin, basically. I wouldn't say. Well, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm not a teacher. I don't teach good, so.
I don't teach good, she says.
But yes, technically you can use any color for a quote unquote green screen. Green just got more popular because it was easier to pull, for those reasons. Anyway, the Yupa boy asked, "What's your go-to Taco Bell order?"
Hi, Uber. My go-to Taco Bell order is a chicken quesadilla with light sauce with a side of nacho cheese. And then I get a meal deal A, which is a chicken burrito with the Doritos and the drink. And I up the drink to a large because large Baja Blast is the shit. And then I get 2 beefy Frito burritos and a nacho Supreme with no sour cream and a cheesy Fiesta with no sour cream.
Is this all for you?
Yeah.
All of that in one order is for you.
Oh, yeah, it's really bad. I'll spend like $17 at Taco Bell. Like, I have a serious problem. Like, it's really bad. Sometimes I'll save myself a fridge burrito. But a lot of times there's no survivors.
Do you guys have Del Tacos out there?
I don't know what that is. Mm-mm.
Oh, that's sad. That's sad. I mean, I think it's mostly West Coast anyway, but they're coming back here in Georgia, and it's a California-based company, and it's Taco Bell but better because all of the ingredients are fresh. It's all fresh ingredients.
So like Chipotle?
It doesn't make you sick.
You will not catch salmonella.
I don't like Chipotle. I don't. I have my reasons. I'm not a big Chipotle fan.
I've never had it. I just know people talk about it.
But yeah, so I love Del Taco, and that's what we had for lunch was chicken burrito and macho
today.
Nachos. Yes.
Oh.
When you said burritos, I'm like, yes. I was thinking
Seriously,
back to my lunch.
shower me in burritos, like not just the burrito fillings, but I want to be showered with full burritos, and I will try my hardest to catch them in my face hole.
Music Chick asks you, what is your superpower?
Not caring about a lot of things. Does that count? Or is it one of those, what would your superpower be?
Maybe both.
I would like to be invisible, if possible. On command, though. It has to be an on-command thing. Not like, oh, hey, mid-conversation, where the fuck did she go? I don't know.
Now, would you want to be able to, like, everything be invisible, but you could have, like, your hand out to scare people or your head out to scare somebody?
Oh, no. No, it would be, I want to literally fall off the radar completely, so I'm going to be invisible.
See, I would like to be able to have, like, the ability to scare the shit out of people by just, like, popping my head out and being like, boo.
Just open up the cupboard, get a glass, and throw it at their face. It'll be fine.
That works.
Totally fine.
A vigorous back massage. That is a great name.
That's big.
I like it. I love that name.
Oh my god.
That's a great name. Ask, what was your favorite moment on stream?
My favorite moment on stream?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like it goes quiet. I'm like, did I lose her?
No, I have no idea. I don't know. Favorite moment on stream? Yeah, I don't know, because there's a favorite moment from every stream. So I feel like that's like an impossible thing to answer.
Oh, for someone who's so heartless, you sound so sweet right there.
Ew, kill it with fire. Kill it there.
Sweet.
No, gross.
Ah, so adorable.
Ew.
That's okay.
You're gonna make me pee. Ugh.
I'm a heartless wench, so you're good.
Yay.
Totally a heartless wench.
Me too.
Seriously. You should say some of the you should see some of the shit I say to my mods. Like,
yeah, my stream is called
not
the
to
shit
my
show.
mods, like, because I don't like my mods. I have great mods. I'm talking about like just in general, like talking about people and things. Like I'm a bitch.
But are you a boss ass bitch? Is the question.
I am the.
Ooh. When are we getting married?
Tomorrow. I apparently am an officiate, so boom, we're married.
Right now.
I'm married. Apparently, I married Zilla and her boyfriend off during her podcast. So there you go.
Happy for you, Zilla.
Congratulations. This podcast has just gone off the rails now. Oh, I love it. I love it.
I bring the shit show everywhere with me.
I love it. So where and when can we find you streaming?
Oh, I actually just changed my schedule a week and a half ago. So I'm now 7 days offline, but 7 days streaming. So to match the custody that we now have for Bug.
Okay.
So when it's my week, I don't stream at all. Because I was starting stream late and then I have to wake up earlier in the morning, so I can't stay up as late because I have to help her get ready for school and stuff.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm just not going to stream on the days when I have her, but on the days that I don't have her, Cat, don't spill my water. Sorry. Seriously, she's so needy.
I saw the tail earlier.
Yeah. Well, I launched her earlier too. Now she's eating the microphone. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Like, I want to be in the stream.
Yeah. So no, when I do stream, it starts around 8 p.m. Eastern. And then sometimes I'll go till like 10, 12, sometimes 2. Just kind of depends. But so it usually always starts around 8 p.m. on the weekdays. And then on my streaming on the weekends, that's when I usually do my 24 or 12 hours. Mm-hmm. So I usually do that I usually do a 24 at least once a month.
Okay. Cool.
So those are on the weekends. But yeah, I'm scheduled. And I stick to it pretty closely.
I have found that creating a schedule is actually really hard to stick to. When you do it regularly, like every day.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to start streaming every day. And yeah, last week was my first week and I failed miserably.
Aw. Well, you also didn't feel great last week either.
I did.
So that has a big play into it, because you're not going to stream when you're not feeling like 100%, because then you're not putting out your best content that you can.
I am curious, like, what makes 24-hour streams, like, how? That's all I can say is how. After 10 hours, I'm kind of done after 8 hours, but I've been able to get through 8 hours, at least done 8 hours. So I'm like, all right, that's okay. 8 hours of streaming's a lot. How do you do 24 hours of streaming? Like, Jesus.
You have planning. You have to plan your food. You have to plan your liquids, because you can't just sit down and just drink coffee for 24 hours. Like, you're literally shit out your asshole if you do that. So, you have to be strategic, and One, recognizing how your body is handling a certain game. Because if you start to get sleepy or like bored, you need to switch games.
Oh yeah.
And so it's listening to your body and recognizing your own preferences.
So where can we find you streaming then?
Lilithsomething.
Lilithsomething.
Twitch.tv.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. This is so much fun. I know that Game of Thrones has started, and I know everybody wants to go watch it, so we'll make this the end of our stream.
Go away. Everyone go away. Scatter.
Go watch Game of Thrones. Thank you guys. Seriously, thank you guys for coming in and joining. Thank you for joining. This has been a really, really fun, off-the-wall, crazy podcast. I love it. I love what I do here. It's so fun. Yes, I need to say this because I didn't write it down in my closing, so I want to say it while I'm thinking about it. We have an official Dragon Con meetup this year. So, for Girlstreamers, there will be an official Dragon Con meetup. I will be there. There are officially at least 6 girls. Officially, 6 girls will be at Dragon Con meeting up together. If you guys are interested in coming, we will have a graphic soon to post so you guys know when it is. But we will be doing it on September 1st, which is the Friday that Dragon Con starts, at 6 p.m. until whenever at the Pulse Bar in the Marriott. And you can look for me, Nymphadora. I will be wearing a Girlstreamer shirt. So yeah, just come find me and hang out if you guys want to meet some awesome streamers. Zilla will be there. I will be there. I know, not so great. Oh my god, I'm trying to think of everybody that's gonna be there. Scruffy Druid's gonna be there.
Oh, you guys are gonna have so much fun.
Scarberry's gonna be there. I should just bring up my list so I can just let you guys know who the hell is gonna be there. Dragon Con meetup. There's my list right there.
Ooh.
Got to love computers. Okay, yeah. Katia Graves, awesome. I got to meet her last week at DreamHack. Super awesome chick. Zilla Noises, Scarberry, Scaly Star, Ariana Moon, and it says Mary Lou Who? Wait, what? Okay, Mary Lou Who is also going to be there.
Ooh. You wrote it down for a reason.
No, this is a name she gave me. So, but yeah, so awesome people are going to be there. And so if you guys are going to be at Dragon Con next month.
Yeah, September. Or is it August? No, it's
September.
August, isn't it?
It's always it's Labor Day weekend. It's always Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
So it's September 1st this year is the first day of Dragon Con. So it's that Friday. So yeah, if you guys want, or if you're going to be at Dragon Con and you want to visit, come meet the girls on Friday nights.
Yay!
Again, thank you so very much for joining. I've had a blast chatting with you.
It was a good time.
So we are going to end the stream now, so you guys know what I'm doing. Because I fail it. I've been podcasting for a year now, and I still don't know what the hell I'm doing.
What do I do?
All right, this has been a Girlstreamer podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. Girlstreamers is partnered with Loot Crate, Fresh Designs, Punk's Paracord, Simple Jerky, UN Racing Chairs, and Glom Tom. Links to all these amazing partners are down below, so please feel free to click. Thanks, guys, for all your support. Please follow us at Girlstreamers on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram. If you guys have any questions or would like more information, you can visit our website at girlstreamers.com and contact us through there. You can donate to Girlstreamers via Game Wisp. and buy some super cool gear in our online shop at designbyhumans.com/shop/Girlstreamers. You can find Lilith on Twitter at Lilith_blank. That is LILITH_BLANK. And on Twitch at twitch.tv/Lilithsomething. That's LILITHSOMETHING. Our next podcast is going to be KP, August 13, right here, same time. The podcast is a part of Two Lazy Dogs Media Group and the Girl Streamers community. Encourage, support, grow.